Here on this video, we will showcase the 15 biggest wolves and canines from movies and shows. And we are including a couple of big dogs and werewolves as well. Anyway, we won't spend any time on the intro, so let's just get to it. At number 15, we have the Hulk dogs. Seen in the 2003 movie Hulk, also known as Gamma dogs, they were 3 genetically mutated hounds that David Banner, the father of Bruce Banner, made with gamma radiation and Bruce's DNA. Their names were Smokey, Sammy, and Lily, and they were super durable, ferocious, and powerful. When they transformed, they were each around 1.2 to 1.5 meters or 4 to 5 feet tall, but were killed in the movie by the Hulk himself. At 14, we have the Frost Wolves. Seen in the 2016 movie Warcraft and coming from the planet Draenor, Frost Wolves are giant alien canids that are used as mounts by barbaric humanoids called orcs. Not only are the Frost Wolves ferocious, they are clever enough to know when to attack and when to retreat. They are around 5 feet tall. At 13, we have LOCKJAW. This big dog is the Inhumans' companion as well as the family dog of the royal family of the show, the Inhumans, as well as their teleporter. Compared to other members of his species, he has a cognitive and intellectual equivalent of a more sentient race. He appears as a big bulldog and seems to be 5.5 feet tall or more than 1.5 meters. At number 12, we have the Direwolf. A Game of Thrones direwolf is a close relative of the Grey Wolf but larger and stronger and smarter. It is also the sigil of House Stark. They can grow larger than ponies and twice the size of large hounds. Jon Snow's direwolf Ghost in the end of the series was seen to look a man straight face to face, so he would have been around 6 feet tall or 1.8 meters. 11. WARGS. Seen in Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, they were a breed of wolves who lived in the Misty Mountains. They are described as being giant, intelligent and malevolent wolves who obey and follow Sauron's will and are steeds of goblins and orcs. While most of them are around 5 to 6 feet in height, the matriarch, which was ridden by Azog the Defiler, was around 2 meters or 6.5 feet in height. At number 10, we have the Shapeshifters. From the goofy Twilight movies, often mistaken as werewolves but really they aren't, they are descended from ancient spirit warriors of the Quileute tribe of North America. They usually are normal humans, but for the fact that they can turn into these beasts that look like giant wolves, and each of them have a specific coat of fur, these shapeshifters are around 6 to 7 feet tall. Number 9. LYCANS. These are shape-shifting monsters from the Underworld movies. LYCANS are a breed of werewolves created in the 13th century and are descended from the immortal William Corvinus' bloodline. They are the enemies of the vampires and are terrifying to look at. In a good way, of course. Most of them are around 6 to 7 feet tall, while the original, William, was more than 7 feet or 2.1 meters in height. At number 8, we have the Death Jackals. From the newest MCU series, we have these creepy Egyptian death jackals which are summoned by Arthur Harrow, the antagonist of the show, using the scepter of a goddess called Amit. They are invisible to everyone except the god Khonshu's avatar called Moon Knight. They appear to look like Anubis but are just foot soldiers that serve the goddess of vengeance called Amit. They are around 7 to 8 feet or 2.1 to 2.4 meters tall. Number 7. Gabriel. Also known as Van Helsing from the 2004 action film of the same name, Van Helsing was once an angel of God named Gabriel and was his left hand in heaven. At some point of time, Gabriel descended to earth and took on living flesh, becoming human. He is around 2000 years old and has incredible fighting prowess. When he was bitten by a werewolf, he gained new abilities, which included changing into a 2.1 to 2.4 meters or a 7 to 8 feet tall werewolf. Number 6. Bernie Corsair, the Chimera. These are strange creatures, the Chimera, from the I Am Number 4 franchise. One of them, named Bernie Corsair, is a chimera that traveled with a character called Number 4 to planet Earth. He normally appears in the form of a small beagle, a dog, but can change into a large monstrous dog that is around 7 to 8 feet tall and fought and kill another chimera called Pyken. At number 5, we have Clifford the Big Red Dog. On the 5th spot, we have a cutie, a good boy. Seen in the movie of the same name from last year, 2021, Clifford was a small red puppy that was adopted from an animal shelter, but this pup will grow based on how much love it gets from its owners. And after getting him back home, the pup grew overnight into a 9 feet tall red dog. So much love. Number 4. CEREBRUS. This three-headed dog from the Harry Potter franchise was a very rare magical creature and was one of the obstacles to the Philosopher's Stone. It had 3 heads, which were conjoined at the neck. It was extremely deadly but had a weakness to music, falling asleep to the sound of it. CEREBRUS was around 3 meters or 10 feet tall. At number 3 we have FENRIS. FENRIS, the giant Asgardian wolf who served Hela during the times of the expansion of Asgard around the 9 realms, was one of the most powerful and fearsome beings in the 9 realms, able to fight the Hulk to a stalemate, and its bite was strong enough to even pierce the thick skin of the Hulk and made him bleed green blood. FENRIS was around 15 feet or 4.6 meters tall. Number 2. Ralph. On the second spot we have Ralph from the movie Rampage. Ralph is a colossal wolf with grey fur over almost all of his body and white fur on his face. As part of his mutation, Ralph has developed porcupine-like quills on his back, as well as a fleshy membrane located between his fore and hind limbs that allow him to glide through the air. Ralph is 13 to 14 meters or around 45 feet tall. Number 1. WOLFGAS. We end with a kaiju from the Ultraman movies. They are alien creatures and one of them landed on Earth. Although their sizes are normally around just 2 meters or 6.5 feet tall, they could alter their size by consuming gas and can grow up to heights of around 47 meters or 154 feet tall. They are as of now the biggest wolf/dog/canine monsters seen in movies and shows.